All right, third time's a charm. I've been trying to record, but something's been happening with my mic. So that could be significant. Third time's a charm. Or I don't know, take that how it resonates. The number three could be significant. Okay, you're aligning mind, body, and soul. You could be a life path number three. Okay, but when I was cutting the deck on the tarot cards that I'm going to be using, it was the lovers and the death card that popped up and stood out to me. So I feel like you're stepping into a new level of love, a new experience of attracting different partners because you've done some sort of um, shadow work and you're stepping into a new path. And then when I cut the deck on my oracle cards, it was the masculine and the sovereignty card. Okay. So I feel like someone's very grateful for this awakening, this divine masculine, or this masculine is turning into the divine version of themselves. They're stepping into their sovereignty, or you're calling your sovereignty in. This could be you or someone that you're dealing with. Okay. Now, not all this message is going to be for you. Tarot is supposed to bring in spiritual guidance. Okay. It's supposed to confirm and clarify and bring in some sort of validation to what you already know and that are going through. So take what makes sense. Not all of it's going to make sense for you, but take the pieces that bring that piece of the puzzle in for you. Okay. So when I was shuffling the cards, sorry, I did this three times, and now I'm tripping over my words. 144 on the clock. We have balance 19. This is 10. Something's coming into balance, or this is like your vision coming into balance, like your intuition, your knowing. You see all the phases of the moon there. This is even telling me check out my 21-day shadow work journal with phases of the moon. That'll help bring in some sort of insight, some deeper clarity, some deeper healing. You take it as deep as you want to go. Okay. And it assists with some sort of rituals that include fire, so be careful, okay, when you're using it. But it helps alchemize, alchem. I can't even say the word. Alchemize. Thank you. The process and bind in the energy to get rid of the old and to bring in the new. So something is significant about the fall months. You could be born in the fall months, or something could have happened in the fall months, like some sort of balance where you feel like you're floating on a cloud. But this is like the moon in tarot, okay? Number 9. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. It's the sun in tarot. So it's like the sun and the moon, number 19. Yeah. Yeah, is it? Yeah. It's the sun and the moon. So it's like something's coming into balance where there's clarity. You're going to see things clearly where you weren't able to see things, and now because you've done the work, this could be that divine, that masculine with the sovereignty card that I saw is opening up because they've done some sort of shadow work. They've cleared some sort of karmic lesson, ancestral lineage. Like they've cleared up something, they've healed something, they've cleared a contract. Because the moon is the unseen, and you see how she's holding it close to her chest. But number 19 is the sun card. That's the irony in the tarot. So it's like the sun and the moon. So this is like a union. Okay. And you're going to be so happy, or this is like a helping hand, or you helped this person awaken, or you've given them some sort of guidance. I could do the whole reading just on my one card. Okay. Yeah. Hunger 29, 11. You could be seeing 1111. You could be a life path number 11. You could be born on the 11th of a month. Okay. But this is telling me that justice is around the corner, a hunger. They've awakened something. Yeah. Like that lone wolf. You could have that lone wolf energy. The wolf moon could be significant. But you've been walking this path. Yeah, some sort of shadow work has been done. And now they're ready to take some sort of action. Number 6, the lovers, it's a choice. And now they're hungry to come in They're what I said in the first reading and that I was recording without my mic being on. Um, I said that they did some sort of shadow work, and this allowed them to expand and open up. It's like they were being prepared for this union, because I feel like it's kind of a love reading. And yeah, because now they stepped into their power. Seven, the chariot energy. This is even the seven chakras of our physical body, the center points are of our energetic body. The full moon that just passed, some like someone stepped into their power. Creation 39, which is a 12, okay, which is the hangman, which is bringing in new insight, mind, body, and soul aligned, new perspective, creating something, beauty that's going to be beautiful. And I just cut the deck on the masculine. Yeah, like this masculine energy, this could be you, or this is you just stepping into your masculine energy of taking action, and you're the one that is bringing into balance your divine feminine energy and masculine energy. This doesn't necessarily have to be about somebody else all the time. You know, how we find um, our kingdom spouse is by doing the work within ourselves. And we clear up everything that needs attention to bring in that highest timeline so we could fulfill our power, our destiny, our hunger, okay, to tap into our creation. Because something, I'm telling you, something's blossoming. It's like they don't want to tell me. It's like indirect, okay? Indirect energy. 33 is significant. An abundance. You're stepping into an abundant time for you to create. And then number 38 is 11. And then we have 29, which is 11, 33, 12, 7. And then the void, 1. Okay? You stepped into the void, or you surrendered your faith into the void. And this is the faith card underneath. So that's like the Empress card in tarot. Let's get deeper into this. This is going to be a long reading, so I probably won't have time as I got to get to work this morning, but I'll try to do another reading this afternoon. I am celebrating my dad's 75th birthday this evening, so hopefully I'll try to tap in tonight. Balance, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So you've learned the lesson, okay? This is what's coming into balance, the wounded warrior, the lessons of the past. Now it's something is becoming tangible. What you've learned, like I'm telling you, that shadow work. This could be somebody that has done the work that is coming towards you, or this is you, and this is what's coming towards you, viewer. Take it how it resonates. Underneath the deck, we have Temperance. Yeah, with the Devil card and the Six of Cups. Something in the past, like angels and devil, okay? The angel and the devil. This is like yin and yang energy, like the shadow work, the dominion over self, the reign that you have within oneself, within yourself, because you had to walk through your own shadows to get to your light. And this is something that you've done in the past. You've brought in some sort of balance, some sort of harmony from past. This could even past life balance, okay? Because the Six of Cups is a past, or like when you were younger, innocence, a return of innocence, because you've done some sort of shadow work. What else do we have for balance? The Eight of Swords, freeing yourself from like imposter syndrome, from your own illusions, like being stuck in your head. Something is, yeah, some sort of clarity. Something is being brought to the light, because 19 is the Sun card, and then we have 10, which is 1, which is the Magician, Gemini energy. Or you could be a life path number 1, which is you're meant to be a leader of the both the moon and the sun. So you're meant to learn shadow work because you're a shadow worker or a light worker, and the light worker, they study the shadow to bring into light because they are of the light. Underneath the high priestess energy, Piscean energy, with the Ace of Wands, yeah, a new beginning, the King of Cups, spiritual awareness, emotional maturity, stepping into your gifts and abilities, trusting your intuition. You're a king. Okay, you're showing up as a king of cups. And this new beginning, that Ace of Wands, is that creativity, that creation. You're creating something from nothing. You're creating something from nothing, and that's what's blossoming. It's your hunger, it's your gifts, your abilities. It's like when people say you're creating something from nothing, it's like because it's from the unseen. It's you're, oh, look at this. You're creating it from the void, babe. Okay, because you've surrendered to the process. Chills and confirmation, you surrendered. You've had faith in your gifts, in your abilities, in the unseen. You trusted yourself and your gifts without needing the applause of others. And now that's coming into balance because you've learned your lessons. You learn not to trust what your mind has to say with the eight, Jesus, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands, because you've learned to bring in balance. And that's just the shadow, your shadow speaking, your mind, when you speak those unhealthy thoughts, those thought patterns, okay? But you learn to trust your intuition, and that's what's bringing in this mastery, your skills, this new creation. Let's clarify hunger. Queen of Swords, you're clear, you're sharp. You ever hear that saying, oh, once you heal, you become meaner because you don't have time to sugarcoat things because you've gone through the war. You've won the war. You've won those small battles, okay? And then the Page of Swords, okay? Spirit's been with you all along, watching you, guiding you. Look, and the High Priestess is sticking out, okay? So Spirit's been watching you, guiding you all along to see if you would follow through, to see if you would follow through on your investments. The Seven of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups, to see if you could see through the illusions. The Ten of Cups, the illusions of your families, of your family, those around you, to see if you could stand up and take the lead to your own emotional bliss, to step into your power. And you're the Queen of Swords. And now you're not letting anybody come in the way of that. You're hungry. You're hungry for it. Whatever it is for you. The star. And that's exactly it. You're hungry for it. You're stepping into your healing powers, your healing gifts, a wish fulfillment. Aquarius energy. Something is aligning. We're in Aquarius season now. Happy birthday to my Aquarians. Okay. You're being detached. You are detached from anyone and anything that's trying to get in your way. And you're using your sword of truth to clear the air, the King of Pentacles, because you're a master. You stepped into your mastery. You stepped into your power, that masculine energy, your sovereign, your sovereignty. And now you're stepping into your healing gifts and abilities as a light worker. King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, to the Three of Cups, celebrating your independence. Good times ahead. The Lovers. As soon as I said good times ahead, Gemini energy. And this is what I saw when I split the deck. That choice. You've made a clear decision. Okay, so when I'm not speaking on union and I'm speaking more direct towards you, that's the work that you've done or is needed to be done to step into this union, because now it's kind of switching up the energy, and I'm feeling that the Lovers is that choice because someone sees you, someone's hungry for this union. The stars are finally aligning. The the healing has been done. This masculine energy has finally stepped into their sovereignty, or this could be you stepping into the whole of masculine and feminine energy. The sun, told you, and I told you the sun is 19 in tarot. That's bringing in balance. Okay, that's bringing in the balance. And the moon, like the shadow work of the moon, has kept you like blindsided because you were too busy healing. And now there's a choice in love that's coming in, an unconventional path, but you're so hungry for it to lead in it because you're meant to. You're meant to be a star in this choice, or someone sees you as the star choice, and they're so hungry to align with you, to step into this union with you, because that's the truth. The sun and the ace of swords, that's the truth. With the eight of wands, they want to come in and communicate with you. they're they're the sun and the moon. They know that you're their counterpart, and now you're stepping into, and I only read for, okay, the titles: twin flame, karmic, cosmic, um kindred spirits, soulmates, whatever title you want to put on it. But I only read for higher vibrational energy, those that are doing the work that needs to be done to get to that point. Because when you go into partnership, that is the most profound healing that is done, because they mirror you, not your toxic traits and habits, because that's the karmic lesson. These are higher vibrational relationships and unions that are here to raise the frequency. Okay, not all that toxic shit that you're taught, that, oh, my twin flame is toxic somewhere choosing a different path. Then that's not your twin flame, because that one specific soul is not here to teach you. The karmic lessons are here to teach you. That one specific soul is here to align when you align to your purpose. And sometimes they get trapped in karmic lessons because they can't get out of it. That's a different scenario, but that doesn't discredit the point of the flames reuniting into this lifetime to serve humanity and greater consciousness, to step into their star power, their healing gifts and abilities. Okay, chills and confirmation. What do we have for power? The hermit, exactly, the wisdom, Virgo energy, some sort of enlightenment that just passed the full moon in Leo, I believe it was. The Three of Swords, after disappointment, the Four of Wands, and justice. Yeah, after some sort of failed contracts. Okay. What you thought was a higher level of commitment wasn't. It all appeared to be. This is sacred knowledge, creating from like the ethers, as above, so below. And you pulled that in, and that's your power. That's your gift. Your ability is that sacred knowledge, that cave of wisdom. You see how this is all crystallized? The crystal grids could be significant. Crystal grid worker, working with your crystals could be very significant right now. But the Three of Swords, and then the Four of Wands, and the Justice, Libra energy, karmic. This is karmic lessons that I was speaking of, that has been cleared. And you went within, you did the work, and now you're stepping into your power. You both did the work, so now you're stepping into the highest vibration, to come together. Three of Pentacles, to work together, to build that spiritual knowledge, to share it with the world. Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, having confidence in your decisions, something that's coming into balance. The Two of Pentacles, balance. Something is coming into balance, and that's that Ace of Pentacles. As above, so below. As within, so without. Now you're going to begin to see your creation blossoming without of you, stepping into your abundance. You've done the work. I'm speaking to a couple that's uniting, okay? Flames, whatever title, a couple that's uniting because they've done the work. Because when they come together, that's why you had to go through all those karmic lessons and had to endure so much. And you might be later in age because you had to go through so much karmic lessons and clear so much karmic contracts. first, because you hold the key, the wisdom to a greater expansion, awakening consciousness of the collective, for the collective to serve your purpose here. Your purpose is not to awaken each other and then take off. No, that's karmic. Those are your karmic contracts. Chariot, Cancerian energy, moving victoriously. Like I believe I said it, you've won the war. I'm not sure if it was in the other two that weren't recording or if it was in this reading, but you've won the war. You're moving on, the yin and yang, the dark and the light energy. We saw the angel with the devil underneath the deck coming into union. This is victory, stepping into your power, moving on. The moon energy, the world. Yeah, the hanged man. Wow. This is Piscean energy, fixed signs. Um, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Hanged man is Aquarius energy. Okay, this reading's getting a little bit long. I'm sorry. If you made it this far, okay, judgment, look at that. Judgment and the sun. We have the sun and the moon. And that's the truth, the Ace of Swords. I'm leaving it there. Look at that. The sun and the moon. And in between, to get to the sun and the moon, okay, your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, you had to go through endings, karmic lessons to see things clearly. Okay, you had to cut yourself free from the guilt, the shame, the enlightened state of aligning mind, body, and soul. And then judgment could be called on this union so you could reunite and serve humanity in your highest vibration. Beautiful energy. This is amazing. Get ready because it's happening. Much love.